Alright, I have cleaned it up. I ground back into this until I stopped finding grind marks and body filler, Bondo, and holes in the metal. My GoPro has a wide angle lens. Hopefully it's got a good enough view that you can see what I'm doing. Like I say, I've never done this before, so we're gonna see how it turns out. I've wire brushed everything. I got this old shirt, which is cotton. Wiped everything down. Fixing to put the flux on it. And I'll go ahead and say again that my editing skills for videos is very poor. So I'm sorry if this video don't come together real well. I'm taking different shots of the video through the process, and then I'm going to try to edit it and put it all together. But like I say, my skills on this videoing pretty poor. Maybe something to stir this stuff up. It's settled in the bottom pretty well. And I'm sure you're supposed to wear gloves. I'm sure in the state of California this stuff probably causes cancer. But with this COVID pandemic, it's kind of hard to find latex gloves right now. Right, I think I have this stirred up fairly well. There's still a little bit of body filler down in some of those bottom of some of those holes that I can't get it all out. We'll see how this works with that little bit still being there. Hopefully it'll cover it. I did remove the original solder. I used that little torch, heated it up, and then used that wire brush right there and brushed it out. It came out pretty easy. Lots of little holes in this metal that the shop that worked on it just bondoed over, and I'm sure that happens a lot. Just, I prefer it not to be done if it can be helped. I'm gonna turn y'all around and look at this other side. I'm gonna go ahead and flux it too. This side has a lot less holes in the middle. Which that side over there had a lot of leaks as far as rust and water getting in. Plus that quarter looked like it had been hit in an accident sometime in the past. think this is pretty well done. See if the instructions say I need to wait, let it dry or not. Area must be clean and dry. That's before you put the tin paste on it. It doesn't say, it says heat it until it turns brown, the paste. Then wipe it with a clean cotton cloth. Turn your back around to this side. Heat this little, light this torch. See if we can slowly heat this area without too much heat. Don't want to warm nothing. Okay, I'm done spreading the lead solder mixture. It's kind of tough first time you do it. I kept getting it too hot. It would run. This is the first side I did. As we'll see when I start filing it how good I did. This is the second side. I think it went a little better once I got kind of used to it. As we'll see. I guess once I start filing it, we'll see how good it stuck. All right, I'll let you know how the filing turns out. I'm not sure how I'm gonna go about smoothing this out. I can't file down in there. Use some kind of sanding disc. But I'll let you know how it turns out. I'm gonna give y'all another update. I know anybody that watched this video says when we all saw it to what it is now is a huge difference, and I should have videoed it. But my video editing skills are very bad, so I don't do a whole lot of videoing. Once I got the lead on there, I used this file, knocked it down as much as I could. Could not get into this curved area. Can't get this edge. I haven't done anything with this yet. But you can see this here is looking real good. And I'll show you what I'm using once I get it knocked down pretty good. This here, it's still got dents and dings, and there's a pretty good little dent there. So I'm gonna take this body filler back even more, and I'm gonna put some more lead in here to get as much metal in and body filler out. But I'm using a DA. This is 80 grit sandpaper. This is a old Craftsman DA I've had since the 90s. The thing still works good. But I am wearing a respirator when I do this. It's only 30% lead, but I'd rather not have that in my lungs. So I'm gonna do a little more sanding with my wire wheel and knock that body filler back out of the way, and then I'll show y'all what I do next. Okay, I ground off all the body filler that was on the top of this thing. If you can see in this camera, there's a seam here, quite a bit of grind marks and dents. There's a pretty good dent here. There's holes from, this is probably rust, the years going by. Same thing here. So I'm gonna put lead down this seam, fill in this dent, fill in this, I should say, solder lead mixture. 30% lead, 70% solder. So I'm gonna see if I can't take care of that. I gotta clean up this surface rust here. Well, not really there, I'm not soldering there, but anywhere I want to solder, I gotta clean it up. Put the flux on it, heat it up, get it to turn brown, and then wipe it off with a clean cotton rag, and it'll shine like brand new metal. That's when you know you got it ready to solder. And once I get going, I will set the GoPro up, and so you can see what I do. Earlier in this video I said I've never done this before, so this ain't no pro doing it, just somebody trying to learn. All right, I'll set the camera up in just a minute and show y'all how I do it. All right, here we go. Some of it shined up good. I think it's just the metal is dirty, corroded, or still got rust on it, small amounts. I have to clean it better. If you can tell, it's done pretty good down in the cracked seams a little bit, and this done okay, but all this dark did not. So I'm going to get my grinder and a flapper disc and see if I can clean this up. it's a lot shinier now. See if that works. See what I mean? I am no pro. Learning as I go. I'm heating this up too fast or something. All I did was smut that. Got to be me there. Doing something wrong. Turn this fan off. See how this up here turns out.